Cardi B breaks down as Stefon Diggs drops devastating bombshell hours before their wedding. The sun had barely risen over Miami, but the city was already buzzing with anticipation. This wasn't just any day, this was supposed to be the fairy tale wedding of the year. Fans across the globe were glued to their phones, waiting for the moment Cardi B would finally walk down the aisle to become Mrs. Stefon Diggs. After months of emotional ups and downs, rumors, reconciliation, and public declarations of love, the world believed their story had finally reached its happiest chapter. But behind the glittering venue, the designer gowns, and the diamond-studded decorations, a storm was brewing. And no one saw it coming. Alarm clock only hours before I do. Inside the luxury bridal suite, Cardi B sat surrounded by her closest friends, her makeup half done, her veil resting gently on her shoulders. The room echoed with laughter, champagne glasses clinking, and the soft sounds of music that had been specially curated for the ceremony. She looked stunning. Radiant. Hopeful. "This is it," she whispered, smiling softly. "I'm really getting married today." Her phone suddenly vibrated. A message from Stefon. But instead of the usual sweet words or reassuring emojis he always sent, the tone was cold. Formal. Almost distant. "We need to talk. Now. Alone." Cardi's smile faded instantly. Police car light the bombshell that shattered everything. Minutes later, Stefon arrived, not in a tux, but in casual clothes. His face was pale, eyes heavy, and voice strained. The air shifted from celebration to suffocation. "Cardi. I can't do this," he said quietly. Her breath hitched. "What you mean you can't do this? The wedding is in hours." Stefon swallowed hard. "There's something you deserve to know. I should have said it earlier, but I was scared to lose you." Silence. Then he spoke the words that shattered her entire world. "I'm not ready for marriage, and there's someone else who's pregnant." Loudly crying face Cardi collapses in tears. The room spun. Cardi dropped the champagne glass from her trembling hand. It shattered on the floor, just like the dreams she had spent months building. "Pregnant," she choked. "You're telling me this today?" Tears streamed down her face as her body gave way. Her friends rushed to hold her up as she sobbed uncontrollably. "You let me plan all this, you let me believe in us," she cried. "You let me dream about our future." Stefon stood there, torn between guilt and fear, barely able to look her in the eyes. "I didn't want to hurt you. I thought I could fix it before today," he murmured. But the damage was already done. Ring guests arrive. Unaware of the tragedy. Outside, guests continued to arrive in lavish outfits, smiling, taking photos, celebrating love, while inside, Cardi sat on the floor, veil stained with tears, whispering to herself. "How could he do this to me?" Her mother held her hand. "You are strong, baby. Stronger than betrayal." But no words could erase the pain. Mobile phone fans react as rumors explode online. News leaked fast. Wedding cancelled. Stefon Diggs cheating. Cardi B in breakdown mode. Social media erupted. Protect Cardi at all costs. Stefon fumbled the baddest woman alive. This is heartless. The hashtag justice for Cardi began trending within minutes. Blackheart, the final scene no one expected. As the sun began to set, Cardi walked out of the venue alone. No wedding. No kisses. No celebration. Just silence. She turned to the cameras, her voice cracking but powerful. "Sometimes love hurts, but I refuse to let pain define me. I choose my peace." Stefon was nowhere to be seen. The wedding that was meant to be a symbol of forever became a moment of heartbreak written into celebrity history, a devastating reminder that even fairy tales can end before they begin. Collision. What happens next? Will Cardi rise stronger than ever? Will Stefon regret the choice that changed everything? Is this the end, or the beginning of a shocking new chapter? One thing is certain. The world will never forget the day Cardi B's wedding turned into her most painful heartbreak. Here is your very long, emotional, high-drama fictional story crafted for maximum impact and YouTube-style storytelling. Broken heart Cardi B breaks down as Stefon Diggs drops devastating bombshell hours before their wedding. The morning sun rose over a lavish oceanfront resort in Miami, where white roses draped every archway and crystal chandeliers glistened in anticipation. This was supposed to be the happiest day of Cardi B's life. After months of speculation, tabloids, fan theories, and emotional interviews, the world was finally ready to witness the fairy-tale wedding of Cardi B and NFL superstar Stefon Diggs. But behind the perfectly curated smiles, a storm was quietly brewing. The calm before the emotional earthquake. Inside the bridal suite, Cardi sat before a mirror surrounded by her glam team, her long veil flowing down her shoulders like a queen preparing to claim her crown. She laughed nervously, scrolling through fan comments on her phone. Cardi and Stefon forever. Real love exists. Power couple of the decade. Her best friend whispered, "Girl, today is your day. You made it." Cardi smiled, but her heart felt strangely heavy. Something didn't feel right. Stefon had barely replied to her last few texts. His responses were distant, short, unlike the man who once called her every night just to hear her breathe. Then her phone buzzed. "Stefon Diggs, we need to talk. Now." Her smile froze. The meeting that changed everything. Minutes later, Stefon arrived, no cameras, no entourage, just his security and a look so cold it sent chills through the room. He didn't hug her. He didn't even look at her gown. "Steph, what's wrong?" "Baby, the ceremony is in 2 hours," Cardi said, trying to laugh it off. He swallowed hard. "Belcalis. I can't marry you today." The room went silent. Her makeup artist dropped a brush. Her manager gasped. Cardi's eyes widened as if the world had cracked open beneath her feet. "What do you mean you can't?" she whispered. "This is our wedding." Stefon's voice trembled. "I've been hiding something, something that changes everything." The devastating bombshell bomb. Stefon revealed what no one expected. He confessed that over the past few months, he had been battling intense emotional pressure from his family and management, who believed the relationship was damaging his career and image. But the real shock came next. "There's someone else, and she's pregnant." The words hung in the air like poison. Cardi staggered backward, grabbing the edge of the vanity for support. "You're joking," she muttered. "Tell me this is a sick joke, Steph." Tears welled in her eyes as he continued, "It wasn't planned. It happened before we got serious again, but it's real. And I can't start our marriage with lies." Her knees buckled. Cardi's heart-wrenching breakdown. A raw, tortured cry ripped from her chest as Cardi collapsed onto the couch, her wedding dress spreading like shattered dreams around her. "I gave you everything," she screamed. "I defended you. I chose you over my peace." Her voice cracked as mascara streamed down her cheeks. "You let me plan a wedding knowing this? Knowing you were gonna destroy me?" Stefon looked away, ashamed. "I never meant to hurt you." "But you did," she sobbed. "You shattered my soul hours before I was supposed to say, I do." Outside, fans and paparazzi were already gathering, unaware that inside, love was dying in real time. Chaos erupts as news leaks. Within minutes, whispers spread through the venue. A bridesmaid crying. Staff nervously packing decorations. Guests confused. Phones lighting up. Then the headline hit social media like a nuclear blast. Wedding cancelled. Stefon Diggs drops bombshell on Cardi B. Fans erupted. How could he do this to her? Cardi deserves better. Justice for Cardi. The hashtags trended worldwide. Cardi's final words that broke the internet. Despite her pain, Cardi asked for a moment alone, then posted a live video. Her face was bare, her voice trembling, but powerful. "I just wanna say, I believed in love. I believed in us. But sometimes, the person you think is your forever, becomes your deepest wound." She paused, fighting tears. "I'm walking away with my dignity. And I will heal. I always do." The video shattered fans. Millions watched in silence, hearts aching for her. Stefon's regret and public apology. Hours later, Stefon released a statement. "I failed Cardi as a man and as a partner. I accept full responsibility. She deserved honesty from the beginning. I will carry this regret for the rest of my life." But for Cardi, the damage was already done. The aftermath, a queen reborn crown. Days later, Cardi was spotted stepping out in a bold red ensemble, sunglasses shielding her eyes but not her strength. No ring. No tears. Just power. Sources close to her revealed, she's heartbroken, but she's choosing herself now. Fans flooded her with support, calling her a survivor. A warrior. A queen reborn from ashes. And though the love story ended in devastation, one truth remained unshaken. Cardi B did not break. She transformed.
쳐다보고 있겠지. 묘한 짜릿함 그 속에 머물다 보면 어느새 제주 행비행 신비한 세계로 나를 이끌고 거짓말처럼 하늘을 날며 어느새 제주 바다가 내게로 와 있네. 난 구름 위를 날고 있어. 아래엔 간혹 도시가 보이곤 해. 그 도시에는 또 다른 내가 하늘에 떠가는 비행기를 올려다보고 있겠지. 난 하늘을 보고 쳐다보고 있겠지. 묘한 짜릿함 그 속에 머물다 보면 어느새 제주행 비행 신비한 세계로 나를 이끌고 거짓말처럼 하늘을 날며 어느새 제주 바다가 내게로 와 있네. 난 하늘을 보고 또 다른 나는 아래를 쳐다보고 있겠지. 묘한 짜릿함 그 속에 머물다 보면 어느새 제주행